Go. It's recording now. It's an interview on Walking Purpose. I have the great pleasure of interviewing CJ Lyles. He's my best friend. So many black belts. This guy's amazing. So CJ, what you got going on with yourself?
Oh man. First, try not to lose my mind through this COVID thing. So I try to do a lot of in-house workout, draw, get on my son's nerves and the whole nine. So that's pretty much it at the moment.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I got this little thing going on for Instagram called Scar. Pretty much trying to help others that's going through certain situations or whatever like that, regardless if it's life situations, situations with confidence and the whole nine. So being in the military, I see a lot of people suffer with that. So I want to just help others. So that's why I got that up now. So yeah.
Yes, I love it. So my first question is what's your state of mind on what's going on in America as far as like the pandemic, far as like, crime, like how you feeling? What's your mental state pretty much?
My mental state through all of this that's going on, you got to stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all you hear is a bunch of negative stuff. So my main thing is get your mind off of it. If you want to, go take a run, go to the park, go to the beach, spend time with your loved ones, and just relax because it just makes you upset, makes you pissed off of what's going on right now. So you don't need that negative energy. You don't want to fuel it.
Yeah.
So why not do something positive? That's how I look at it.
Right. And that's a good point too, because like 2 weeks ago I was feeling so emotional, man. Like I was in damn near tears. And not having that outlet, not having to go into the gym, it's just like you get that aggression out, so it's just that missing point. How do you stay active? So it got to the point where I had to limit my social media because all you see is nothing but sad stuff, like breaking news, this happened, to keep your mind sane pretty much. So I love what you're doing. I love your strategy. That does help as far as keeping your mind sane pretty much. So my next question is, have you ever had any mental challenges as far as like mental health, as far as like depression or anything like that? And feel free to share with the audience.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
One of them was also when I was younger and I lost my mom. That was all I had. I didn't have no real father that was there.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was the only one raising all five of us. So she passed away. And then at the midst of all of that, there was agreement to keep my family together, all five of my siblings together. In her will, they didn't go by the will, so they broke us all apart. So it took me 8 years to find my brothers and sisters. 8 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm the middle child, so I had tracked them down. And after the midst of that, getting myself together,
Mm-hmm.
I had me a son several years later, and things fell down where they had to do downsizing, so I lost my job. So practically, I had to live in a car. I had to live in my own car and still take care of my kids. So there's times that I couldn't even eat. The money that I had coming in, which is not much because they downsized and everything. So the downsize in my projection was more like, okay, you're getting paid $20 an hour. Now we're going to dock you and you get paid $12 an hour.
Wow. Yeah.
So you had to learn how to survive. So I had to live in my car. I had to still take care of my son, which is the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
So the struggle behind that was, how am I going to be a good father and be a better provider for my son, be there for my son, show him what a strong man is supposed to be when I'm going through it. So I would have to like go to a mall just so he could walk around and tire him out because I'm staying in my car. Where am I going to take this guy? I want to do things for my son, but I couldn't. And there's times I don't eat because I want to make sure he eats. I want to make sure he gets his shoes, his clothes, and everything else. So I got to suffer for it, which is worth it because that's my son.
Yeah.
I want to give him the world.
Yeah.
But in order for me not to like actually lose it, my main objective is, how can I turn this around?
Mm.
So you got to stay positive through all of that. Even though you're struggling, I pray. And at the same time, I try to keep a focus, a positive mindset. So I hit the gym to clear my mind. Got to have an outlet. If you don't, you'll lose it.
Yeah.
So I practice my martial arts from time to time. And then constantly keep making moves.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I can definitely say, like, as your best friend, like, I don't watch you grow in so many areas, like, actually, it's the reason why I want to interview, because you helped me out so many ways. At the time we first met, I was really going through depression, like hard, you know what I'm saying? And I remember like the conversation was like, yo, like you let me vent every single time. It's been times like, okay, bro, how you feel, man? I feel like this, man, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired of this shit. All right, okay, all right, I got you. And you never once judged me at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, it's going to get better.
Yep.
And I remember like both of us manifesting we want in the future, right? I remember we was in the car one time, thinking we was going to the gym or going back, right? He's like, man, one day, tired of this, yo. We tired of living like this. He said, one day we're going to be sitting back looking at our ladies like,
Yeah, moments. Yep. There
okay,
moments. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Remember that.
yeah. And to have that moment now and to see where you're at now, man, dude, I'm so proud of you for real. I'm so proud of you.
Man.
So
It,
proud.
it took a lot, man. It took a
Yeah,
lot. The thing I looked at was, out of through all that, I wound up joining the military, getting into
yeah.
the army, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a breeze. Get in there, and they yelling at me. They telling me to lift up my bag, which is like 80 pounds, to run up some steep hill. I'm like, y'all must have lost your mind. And they screaming at you,
Right,
yelling at you. I said, yo, and I start hearing bombs and everything going off, gunshots and everything. I'm like looking around, I said, what did I get myself into?
right.
When I get to my recruit, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
him. You better hope I survive. I'm gonna kill him.
right.
But man, the things they taught me in there versus the things I already knew,
Mm-hmm.
it pretty much made you look at things in a different perspective.
That's deep.
But it also showed me that you can help others that's going through worse. Because through all that, everybody was going through it, man. You got kids in there that like 17 years old, 18 years old, 20 years old, just the first time away from their folks. They dealing with a stressful situations that they put us in. I mean, it was almost like 5 or 6 different types of suicide attempts, man. So
Wow.
I had to like literally talk to them, and they look at me as like dad or grandpa because I'm the oldest one in there, or they'll call me big brother or whatever like that. So
That's dope.
they'll get up like 2 a.m, knowing we gotta get up at 3. They'll get up 2 a.m just to talk to me and see what their stress is, and they be like, "Oh, I miss my mom," or "I miss my folks," or "My girl, man, I don't know if she's gonna deal with me because training is like 6 months, and I don't know if she's gonna stay there for me or whatever." So I had to find a way to be positive with them. I said, "Look, check this out. I can write the letter for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you just write it in your handwriting, and then send it off to her."
Yeah.
So I did a lot of that, a lot of drawing for them. I try to help them through it. If they have stressful situations, they'll come to me, so they won't have to think about suicide because, man, it gets stressful there.
Yeah.
So when I got out and I became Soldier of the Cycle, which is number 1 out of 240 soldiers that was going on there, got my award and everything. I got pretty much recruited to a certain agency
Mm-hmm.
where I do specialized training.
Right.
So I mean, everything looked up, and now I can help people that's going through it, as far as the military, as well as people that's civilian. So that's why I opened up my whole new thing with Instagram called Scar. So that's what I'm trying to start up now. And it was because of you on why I wanted to do that. See, that's another thing. See, you talking about me inspiring you inspiring me.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
look how that turned,
Yeah,
so
that's amazing, yo. Because like when I tell you like you're like my big brother, and I mean that, like your blood. I don't care what you say. We got the same last name and everything. Like we help each other out. You know what I'm saying? We hold each other accountable. We help each other grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's amazing. So my next question is, what strategies? Let's say a person who's watching this interview now, right? And they're going through depression and suicide, negative thoughts, or feeling like they can't overcome life. What strategy would you say to them to help them out, the listener?
well, the first thing you got to think of is, what do you want? You got to think about what you want in life, because you got to fight for what you want in life.
Yeah.
Don't never lay down on nothing. No matter what nobody say, don't lay down on nothing. This world revolves around you, regardless of not, because you can shape it the way you want it.
Right.
So always have that positive mindset, regardless of what's going on. I mean, everybody goes through it. I went through it. I committed suicide twice, but there's always somebody that came in the middle of it. Either my cousin that caught me in the midst of it and started crying and started talking to me on why I wanted to do it. And he turned my life around with that. And then the fact that I know that my mother that just passed away would not want me to go out like that, because God had got a better blessing, as well as he blessed me with something else for me to go ahead and pretty much channel to someone else that might be going through something similar to what I was going through. So everybody got a gift.
Yeah.
But the main thing is to stay positive.
Yeah.
And be aggressive with it.
Yeah.
The first time negative hit your head, you need to go ahead and think about something else on why am I here? Why am I here? What is my drive? What constantly keep me going? What constantly keep me waking up in the morning? What do I want?
Yeah.
You see, everybody has that. I need this, or I want this. Just what are you really willing to go through to get it? It's not going to come easy. You're going to have struggles. You're going to go through a lot of scars in your life.
Yeah.
But you will heal from it.
Yeah.
So you need to find a way to push through it. And if you got someone positive, like a good friend or a family member that's positive now, talk to them. I'm guarantee you be in that good headspace.
Excellent point.
You're good to go.
Excellent point. Because that was one of the things you told me. Like I was really going through it, like having that mental switch. And let's be honest, like you still get those thoughts, especially right now. Like, wait a minute, hold on. I can't have those negative thoughts. I stepped over this 10 years ago, 11 years ago, whatever the case may be. Especially right now, what's going on in America. Like you had those, oh man, why am I here? You got like, nah, I know why I'm here. Like I know who I am. I remember one thing you told me is like be confident. Man, no matter what room you step in, own that shit.
That's right.
Want to speak on confidence?
Well, on confidence, my thing is this. Always have that, how can I say? Have that primal attitude.
Okay.
Like a lion, pretty much. Yeah. The same way you see a lion just cruise all around the place that he owns. He owns that site. He owns that section of the land.
Right.
He'll walk around with his head up, regardless of what comes his way. The same way you do. When you walk in a daggone building, you own it. Everybody that's there just renting from you.
Right.
You own it.
Yeah.
You the beast. You the monster. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody else is cattle. They cattle. They come for you for help.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You the monster. So you walk with your head up high, your chest out, your back straight. You walk like you own everything in that building. I'm not saying go to your friend's house and raid his refrigerator or nothing like that. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Out. That's too much testosterone.
Yeah.
Nah, what I mean by anywhere you go to, you walk and talk with confidence. You own everything. You're the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to make that move. If someone looks at you, the first thing that comes to their mind is when you walk out there with your chest out is, okay, now that guy knows what he's talking about. They're going to come to you.
Facts.
You got to have that mad confidence in anything you do. Even when you're not sure, have that confidence. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do this. Ain't nobody going to tell me nothing. I wish you would tell me something. I'm telling you, you tell me something I can't do, I'm going to do it. 10 times fold. Yeah. And then I might even push you out the way.
Yep. Get out my
way. So
tell
me what I can't do. It will get done.
Love it.
That's the confidence you're supposed to have. No one can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Now, if you have that concept and that mindset, I'm guarantee you're going to accomplish anything. Anything, regardless of what you're going through, you're going to find a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's definitely like a much needed strategy. Like I was saying, like that same thing you just said, you told me in a car. Yeah. And I still hear that to this day. I still got your voice in my head. Like, you know what? Walk with a purpose. It's the reason why I created walk in purpose.
Well,
that stuff you told me. And so no matter what, even if you feel like you can do it, just having that confidence, like I'm gonna get through this no matter what happens. Like I know who I am, and no matter what nobody says about me, anything. You know, I'm not worried about what nobody thinks. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest thing. Even like putting yourself out there, like we're doing right now, telling our story. You know, it's huge to do that.
Yeah, because the only judge is yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, 1 second. Like when you look in the mirror, brushing your teeth, getting ready for work, or whatever the case is, what motivates you?
What am I going to accomplish today?
Okay.
That's the main thing that pops in my mind. What am I going to accomplish next? What I want to try to do, what I want to put myself out there to do. So you constantly keep doing that. Always have this this mindset of what's next.
Right.
Let me try this.
Right.
Let me try that.
Yeah.
Even though you may fail,
Right.
And as a father, my main thing is, what can I do to show my son
Mm-hmm.
that dad done every and anything out there and accomplished so much? You got to have something to bring to your kid so they can look
Yeah,
up
been
at
that
you.
example. Yeah.
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 So that's what I do. Every morning I get up, I'm like, what's to do next? What can I accomplish next?
Mm-hmm.
First thing first, let me start off with, I'm going to go hit the gym. I'm going to try to lift 250 pounds 15 times. It could be something small as that. Or let me go ahead and get a piece of paper and write my long-term goals. I want to be a command sergeant major in the United States Army. Or I want to own my own business. How can I start that? You got to have something that gets you up in the morning. Helping others might be something that everybody might want to do every morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and see somebody going through something worse than I went through, and I'm going to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do today. Each day could be the same thing. It could be the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something positive, something you can accomplish. You can accomplish more. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, again, like you just said, what is the main thing I think about every morning? And the main thing is, how can I help people? What is the next step for me to accomplish?
Okay. And you have an excellent company that's going through launch called Scar.
Mhm.
Care to share that with the audience?
Oh,
Going on?
definitely. See,
Yeah.
Scar, once I get my logo up, y'all would definitely see it. It's a actual logo of a lion with the scar on the middle of his eye. Now, Scar is more like the things and the trials and tribulations that you've been through in the past that you had to work through. That describes that. That's what the scar describes. But the thing about it is, you pushed and tried everything in your mind and heart, body, and soul to accomplish. And you accomplished it with so much fierce and courage. That's what Scar's about. Through everything you've been through, you ain't made it, or you struggled with it, but you overcame it. That's what Scar's about, helping others do the same thing. If you accomplish your goal through all of that, why not help others?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Be an animal at it. Help
Yeah.
others.
Giving
So
back.
that's why, that's why I put up Scar.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Love it, man. Love it. Like I can see Scar going in so many places. Like the way you talk, your motivation, helping so many people out. I can see us doing like a lot of things in the future, bro. Like this is amazing. And I know for a fact you're gonna help some. Like you helped me out.
Bro.
I would tell you that to whenever. Like you helped me out.
But you already had it in you. That's the thing I know. You had it in you.
That's a good
No
point.
matter what you've been through, you might have went through struggles and everything, which I've been through it too. So I see myself in you. So I know you had it. You had to drive. Anytime you get up in the morning to go to a stranger, with a stranger, to the gym for 3 hours without passing out, and then you ducked me for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
You ducked me for 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
you still came back to the gym with me after 2 weeks and still hold on. You have a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, you get up all the time, hit the gym, constantly, man. So being that you got that drive, I wanted you to bring it out. So that's it. Everything else, it was just all you. It's all you. You knew who you were. You
Mm-hmm.
knew who you are in a person and spirit, man. So you went out there full force. What I tell you when I went to training for the military, when I left, I said, when you told me I want to help others, I want to get things together, I want to get this live thing together. I said, okay. I said, I tell you what, I'm about to go into training right now. I'm about to leave. I'm be gone for months.
Yeah.
When I come back out, I want to hear your name. I want you to be loud about it. And as soon as I got out, look what you're doing now. Helping others, something you wanted to do years ago. It takes for you to get that seed first to know who you are.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden you going full-fledged. Towards the point you helping others that went to the same situation you've been. And that's what I like, man. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I'm saying, keep on moving, bro. Keep on.
You do the same. And this is, man, like when I tell you I get like chills, just I know where I see where Scar is going to go, like within 5 or 10 years. And I know where Uplift Kings is going to go, man. This is going to be amazing. Like, this is something we visioned 10 years ago in a car. You know what I'm saying? We see it. And like, oh, I got another question. How important is it to have that right person with you in your process of life?
That right person.
Yeah, brag on your woman.
Man. My bad, I'm drooling on here. It's good to have that strong figure, because regardless of what you go through in life, you got to have that backbone.
Yeah.
There are going to be times it's going to be 10 times harder for a man to pretty much have that mindset that to us, a man is to be strong, a better provider, be there 100-fold. Nothing harms him, nothing makes him upset, nothing makes this dude want to stir left and pretty much not be successful. See, you got to be successful all the way. That's us. Our mindset is 10 times harder than a woman's mindset. Well, I wouldn't say 100% now. There's some women out there that's like hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, as a man, it's different. The first time we feel that we can't be a provider, it's easy for us to drop.
Yeah.
If we feel that we're not a better husband, it drops. Your self-esteem drops. Or a better boyfriend, your self-esteem drops. So to have a woman that constantly understands your situation and there for you through thick and thin, man, that means you have everything. She wanted to go through all your battles.
Mm-hmm.
There was times when I came back from my mission for the military.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to wake up all hours of the night in a cold sweat. Now, my girl, she's military brat. She's never been in the military, but she's a military brat because her father's a Marine.
Okay.
So she knows when I go through certain situations how to handle it. She'll get up in the morning with me. She'll rub my back, and she'll tell me everything will be okay. That calms the spirit. That calms me down because of the stuff that I've been through. So without that, I probably would have been lost it. So, I mean, you're going to have your struggles in relationships, but someone that's willing to stick by you and go through it with you, that means a lot. Yeah. That means a lot. You can accomplish anything with that. I'm telling you. There's times when we get in an argument. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, and everybody that's listening, I bet not hear nothing about it on social media, all right? There's times I used to get in an argument with my girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going back and forth, but she stays calm.
Yeah.
And then she'll say some off-the-wall stuff, but she'll use a big word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying words. I'm saying a big word.
Yeah.
Towards the point that I'm talking smack, and all of a sudden I sit there and I'm like, she said,
wait, what'd you say?
What does that mean? What does that mean? So I'll walk off from the conversation. I'll Google it and figure out what it means. 5 minutes later, I go back 5 minutes later and say, oh, no, I ain't, whatever. I ain't you trying to sound pretentious? What you mean by that? So,
yeah.
Because she's a brain, so she used these weird words that make you feel that small, and then you have to sit and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets challenging from time to time, but I love her. You know, I love her. That's why my vocabulary gets bigger now, because I study words once in a while now. I study big words, and I feel like a big guy. So I want to share it with her sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's good to have that significant other. If you don't have a significant other, it's also good to have a good friend that's willing to ride and die for you, that's willing to go through your struggles, listen to you, vent in the whole nine. That's actually there for you, not there when you're doing things and you're moving up. Someone that's there at your darkest moments and still stick by you. That's a real friend. Yeah. If you lose everything in the day tomorrow, if he's still there, that's a real friend.
It's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
Fact. And having that real friend means a lot. Like having that real friend who's there for you when your toughest time, and especially having that great woman. And sometimes us as men, we carry so much emotional, trying to be strong a lot of times. Sometimes you want to take that cape off and be like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you be like, babe, I don't got it right now. Give me some motivation. You need
Yep.
that charge. It helps a lot. It's like, you know what? I can do anything. You know,
Mhm.
that's a good feeling. So my next question is, my last one before we close. What do you say to a guy who's single who doesn't know his worth? Doesn't
Oh,
know how he views himself, pretty much that confidence.
well, this is what you do. Um, you go in the mirror, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you tell yourself straight up, what am I lacking? What am I lacking? And the question to that, well, the actual answer to that is nothing. You're lacking nothing because the only person that's judging you is you.
Good point.
So put it like this. You know you better than I know you.
Mm-hmm.
You know yourself better than anybody.
Right.
You know your heart and you know your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So think to yourself, any and everybody will be happy to be with me because I'm a good person.
Right.
I'm a strong person.
Yeah.
I will give my heart. I will pour down the heavens for this person
Yeah.
if I had someone strong next to me.
Right.
Now, think to yourself, is they worth it? Don't
Mm-hmm.
ever think to yourself, am I worth it? Think to yourself, are they worth it?
Right.
If you're a good person, you say, are they worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot to give. So look in the mirror and always think to yourself, I'm a good person. I got a lot to give. I got a lot of heart to give. Your heart, you got so much love that all that love cannot sustain what's here on the planet. You're going to need a whole other planet to sustain your love.
Yeah.
Earth can't sustain all of that. So just have that confidence towards yourself. I need somebody that's going to have my back. I need somebody that's going to be there through thick and thin. I'm a good person. I'm definitely going to have someone out there. Nobody
Know
can.
your worth. Yeah.
Right? Know your worth. You
Key.
worth a lot. Don't settle for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Just note that you're a wonderful person. You're strong. You got that strong mindset. You got a big heart. You got a lot to give. Some of y'all out there probably romantic.
You don't even know
Bring
it.
it
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it
Yeah.
out. Don't
Yeah.
be shy about it. Bring it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Bring it out. For those that shy, that's probably why too. Some people are shy.
Mm-hmm.
Practice everything in the mirror. How to talk, your swagger, the way you walk, your gestures. Practice all that in the mirror. Once you do that, I'm guarantee you, when you go out there and speak to a beautiful young lady, flawless.
Yeah.
You'll be flawless.
That helps.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah, it,
Tell them.
it does help knowing your worth and knowing who you are and practicing the mirror who you are. I had to do that a lot of times, like even recovering out of depression pretty much. And I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm handsome, man. What they talking about? I got a nice smile. I got muscles, man. Shoot,
Yeah.
I look good. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not saying you're arrogant. You should put
Right.
yourself up because the way you love yourself plays a factor in every relationship you be in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it plays a big factor about how you feel about yourself and who allowing your circle pretty much.
See, that's another thing. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. Regardless of what anyone say, you are not solved to show your love towards your woman. I'm going to tell you that now. And just because you have your woman doesn't necessarily mean you can't pursue her. Always pursue your woman. I don't care if it's a love letter on a sticky note. I don't care if it's a text message in the morning. I'm just thinking of you. Or I appreciate you. Or her favorite tea, her favorite drink, or her favorite food. Fix it for her,
Mm-hmm.
or find someone that can fix it or prepare it at a restaurant and bring it to her. Have a romantic night, have date night.
Never
It can
stop
be
chasing.
something without exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to spend money. If you don't want to spend money, or if you don't got the money to actually spend on certain things that you know your girl like, it could be something as small as cruise around the city late at night and walk and see the city lights together and talk about y'all next move. If you have that mentality that I can always pursue my lady, I'm guarantee you everything will work out fine. Be yourself. Do not change yourself. Because if you keep changing yourself, you're not going to even know who you are.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Always be strong enough to constantly move forward and pursue your lady, regardless of the matter. Put yourself out there. Dress up once in a while and surprise her at the door. Oh, we got something planned. Do something like that. I'm guarantee you they'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just say before we close, man, this was excellent. To having you as my first guest, it means everything because, like I said before, and to anybody that's listening, he's been modest, but he helped me out with my depression. He helped me out in so many ways, and all those talks in the car and all those talks in the gym, and just reminded me how great I am. This is a great person. This is a great man. This is a great person to listen to. Scars is going to be amazing. I know that for a fact. So definitely hit him up if you need somebody to talk to or something. This is a great man to talk to. Definitely. I really appreciate you, bro. This means everything, and I'm so proud of you. You came a long way, bro.
Appreciate that, man. And just also let them know, Scar is an ongoing thing, but also on Instagram is scar.1982 if y'all look for me. Or Scar Motivation at yahoo.com.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna see how we get down.
Great talking to you, bro. Let's do this again, all right?
Definitely.